Well, ladies and gentlemen, the fifth installment of the Five Star Podcast.
Excited to be here.
As always,
You
we've got
know, we're gonna start off. Got the monthly hat. All right. Take a quick peek at that. Snapback Sports. The goat,
OG.
Jack Settleman.
Of
Been
course.
there since 5K followers before it was Snapback Sports. So big fan. Let's go through our month of August. Let's hear the good and bad for you of the month of
Um,
August.
to say the good, I mentioned in the last episode that one of my boys were getting married recently, Hunter Foster. Congratulations. Now gonna make a happy family and gonna live the lavish American dream that everyone so wants to wish. But
Uh,
yeah, that was the best part, I'd say. The worst part, um, probably I had some pretty bad Panda Express the other day, and
mm,
like I'm a bit, you know me,
that'll do it.
you know me, you know how big he's not a big Panda Express person, so he can't voice his opinions on it with me. But I love it, and I got some of the worst food the other day, and it makes me second guess my love for Panda.
That'll definitely do it.
Yeah. How about you?
Um, Honestly, this month has just been like so boring.
Mm.
There's nothing really, no basketball, I don't think. Didn't go anywhere. School started, it's back in college, type shit. It wasn't really a bad month, not really a great one. So, um, that just goes without being said. August is a very not entertaining. Actually, good. College football started
I did.
last
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
Ohio
Some big
State,
games.
big games. Ohio State won like 53-6. Excited to see that, and then the U of I won like 50-0, and it was cool. I was at that game.
What does Ohio State play Michigan next?
No,
Who do they play?
fucking I don't know, some like shitty team.
Nice. Who did I see? There was some like two powerhouse, like Michigan playing someone else, I think, coming up. But like I was like already ranked games. Like
Yeah,
I was like, hype me up,
yeah,
shit.
stoked. Um, we'll just go straight into our top five. So let's go top five movies that we want to see. I'll hit this first. I did three movies and two TV shows. So we cover a little bit of TV shows here, but I kind of put them at bottom two. So at five, I'd like to see a Star Wars Cal Kestis TV show
Okay.
that pretty much just like goes off the games, the Star Wars Fallen Order or whatever, and then a Doctor Fate TV show. I think that'd be pretty cool. He's a pretty cool dude. And then for the movies, I got a Batman Beyond movie.
Okay.
They were gonna make one a long time ago, but Warner Brothers decided they're allergic to money.
Yeah.
They don't like money.
They don't know.
So we never got that. I got like a for number two, it's kind of like a more of I would like to see the actor play in one of these movies. So I got 23 Jump Street or a Gambit movie.
Yeah.
Channing Tatum, of course.
Of course.
And then movie I would love to see more than anything is another Flash movie with Grant Gustin instead of Ezra Miller. Um,
Respectfully, should have been the cast at the start, especially
Without a doubt.
with everything that Ezra
Yeah,
Miller
and
has
then it was
done.
like beats people and shit,
Yeah,
but
holds them hostage, but
it doesn't do that.
I think you sprung that on me. I don't think I got that in our memo coming up on the podcast. So I didn't really do. I did sequels and remakes. I would like to see.
Let's hear that.
Okay, here. Well, let's do that. All right. Remakes and sequels. I would like to see. I would like to see a Monsters Inc. where he meets either older Boo or Boo's kid,
Hmm.
and he kind of gets that. You get that nostalgia feel. I feel like it'd be nice for the kind of this growing up. This, these moviegoers that are growing up and starting to get older, they would like to see some little
Hmm.
flash from the past. Um, Whiplash. I don't know if you've seen that movie.
Hmm.
Miles Teller at the very end, it cuts it off right as he starts going ham. Uh, Great ending, great ending. But I want to see how his
What's
career
more?
turned out, how that concert turned out, or whatever. And then J.K. Simmons in that movie, man. If I could see J.K. Simmons in that attitude again, I would 100%. I got Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh, goody gracious.
I need another one with Michael Cera. I need him fighting other ex-boyfriends with different moves. I need a whole different chick. Let's just act like him and his old chick broke up on bad terms or something. And then she can fight the ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
You like that?
Yeah.
I could probably direct it. But I feel like the soundtrack would hit harder than the last one too. Soundtrack on the last one was pretty fire though.
Oh, yeah.
Titanic 2. I'd say they just run it back with the PlayStation driven sub. Like
Yeah.
they should just do a whole movie on the driven sub that got driven by a Sony fucking controller, and the big ending should be the said implosion that happened or whatever. But I think it would make a pretty good thriller in my mind. And finally, I think they need to remake the original two Hulks.
Mm.
They need to remake those and put Mark Ruffalo in there, but like they need to. I don't know how they would do
Like
it,
the
but
bitch made Mark
yeah,
Ruffalo.
exactly. Not the conscious Hulk or She-Hulk Hulk, whatever the hell is going on right now. We need Hulk in his prime in his beastly state.
Going
We need that
crazy.
exactly
No control.
in the best way we know him, and that's in the old movies.
Pretty solid list on both parts. Let's just skip the bullshit. Just go straight into the movie reviews.
Oh yeah,
Um, Not gonna sugarcoat this. These movies this month were pretty fucking awful.
yeah. It was fine.
Two good ones, if
Maybe
that.
one
Um,
and a half good one, we'll
yeah.
say.
Um, yeah, not really a great month. I only watched three. Just gonna throw that out there because honestly, the other ones just
I only
did
watched
not
three as
did
well.
not grow my attention whatsoever. So start out Alien Romulus.
Mm-hmm.
I think Alien Romulus was a very good movie. Um, can't take anything away from that. Highly entertaining throughout. I did feel like at the end it kind of dragged on. I feel like we didn't need the whole like baby scene. I feel like that was just like I don't feel like we needed that unless there's some lore I'm missing on that. Um, but yeah, good movie, good action. I liked like the robot dude. It was
Mm-hmm.
when he
Yeah.
got like his personality switch. That was pretty cool. I'm hearing people say this is the movie of the year. I'm not really seeing that. I think probably top five
Mm-hmm.
movies of the year, but we're only like halfway, a little bit over halfway through the year, and there hasn't been a lot of good movies that have come out. So I'm gonna give this a solid 4.5 stars because it was a good movie, but not of the best movie of the year. What do you think?
Yeah, I have. It was fun and exciting, very much. The beginning scene, like where she first gets the face hugger,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, they kind of jumped right into it. Really, they
Mm-hmm.
kind of grabbed that chick and were like, "Yo, we're going to rob a ship," and she was on board 100%. But yeah, they show up and the first chick gets face hugged by the face hugger, and it's like once that happens, you're always anticipating what's gonna happen next,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they did like the anticipation perfect. Everyone was freaking out. They didn't know what to do. Then they kick everyone off and leave the girl that got face hugged on the
Yeah.
just a mess, and that's exactly what it's supposed to be. Yeah, but they added some what you were just talking about the baby xeno like the xeno human pretty much. It I feel like that was something really unique and kind of just we did not even see it coming. It was out of the blue. Uh, but I feel like it was a super cool touch. Like it's hard to explain, but like it gives that uniqueness. Like it's not just another alien movie. Like it
Mm-hmm.
had something new that you're gonna see, but you didn't know you were gonna see it. So yeah, and it was Rob Bob. I mean, the one and only Rob Bob. If you guys don't know who that is, uh, back in like it's like 2016, maybe 2015, a huge highlight came out. This dude's like 7'6", freaking lanky, but really really bad at basketball. He was pretty good at basketball, but if you're not good at basketball at 7'6", honestly, what are you doing? But yeah, he had to quit some health concerns. It turned out he's becoming an actor, and I
Yeah.
mean, looks like they found the role for him. Hopefully, he finds more grotesque, weird roles like
Weird
this. But
fucking dude,
he had a
definitely.
freaking Badussi,
Yeah.
bruh. I saw pictures of it, and they had a freaking slick dude. Give him a schlong. I feel like a schlong would be way more scarier than a
Just like
Badussi.
another third leg chasing
Yeah,
after. I'm
yeah.
freaking out.
Imagine he walking on it too. It's
Yeah.
like sticks to the ground. God. Yeah, that'd be nice. But yeah, I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5. It definitely was a good movie. I'll probably rewatch it with someone in the future, but let's hope I forget about it by then because I don't like predicting stuff that's gonna come up.
True. Well, star rating for you.
Yeah, 4.5 out of 5. Yeah.
Decent. Um, I guess I'll just do the other one that we saw together, The Crow. 20% on Rotten Tomato. I feel is pretty harsh.
Yeah.
I feel like anything under like 30 is like unwatchable. I'm walking out of the theater kind of bad. Wasn't that bad. So I don't think that 20% is deserved. It's got Bill Skarsgård, so that gets brownie points for me because he's literally goated.
His whole family's goaded.
Yeah, the movie was just it was kind of bleh. It was just it's there. It's not. I'd say it's just mid. It's and honestly the older one is fucking mid too.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I think people just kind of they see remakes of these movies like fucking Roadhouse and they just
Exactly.
automatically they just bias towards old ones because they want to be fucking old heads. Same with the MJ LeBron debate.
Hmm.
People don't want to admit that LeBron's better than Michael Jordan.
God
They
forbid.
just want to cling on to the past as much as they can. But honestly, it wasn't that bad. It was just as good as the old one. Probably better in my opinion. But yeah, I think my one big thing with The Crow was like the actual like the good parts of it came like so late into the movie. Like
Yeah.
they could have cut out at least like 45 minutes of just shit that we didn't need. Like I do not need to see them having sex 10 times before
For
she dies.
real.
Like seemed like it really seemed like they were only dating each other just to fucking have sex with is pretty much what I was seeing because every scene with them somehow ended up with them banging in a bathtub or a bed or in the middle of fucking nowhere or just contemplating jumping off a bridge with each other. So I don't know. I gave this movie yeah, had to take a little intermission break there. Yeah, solid 3 out of 5 stars. What did you think about this movie, Jody?
Yeah. From my understanding, this is the fourth try at making The Crow. There's
Mm-hmm.
like two others before this in the original one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I agree with you. A bunch of the old heads are just being old heads about this movie. Like since apparently Brandon Lee died while like making the movie or like shortly after making the movie, like it became kind of like cult following. Like people watched it and felt like they had to enjoy it because the dude died. But in reality, it isn't that great.
That's a little hot take here. I think people do the same thing with The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is a fantastic movie, best superhero movie of all time. But I feel like um, we'll never get a Joker as loved as Heath Ledger because he died before the movie came out. I get he had a
Exactly.
phenomenal performance. I kind of think people do the same thing with Heath Ledger's Joker. It's super sad that he passed away, and obviously did a phenomenal job, best villain we've ever seen. But I feel like nobody's Joker, no matter how good they are, is like always just gonna be shit on because it's not Heath Ledger's, and
Mhm.
and that's just the way I feel. I feel like people get that sort of bias because something happened or they have like a special connection with the movie, which is completely fine, but you still can't like overshadow how good something else is. Like, I don't know, I feel like that shit's kind of fucking annoying when people do that just because something happened, no matter how tragic it is.
Yeah, like I mean, no matter how many times they swap Batman, there could always be a better
Exactly.
Batman. We
Yeah,
just have no clue. But
exactly.
people don't even give it the time of day.
Like, I guarantee you, if Ben Affleck would have passed away making Batman vs Superman, that'd be like everyone's favorite Batman movie ever
Everyone would
because
be
he passed
fucking
away
with his
making it.
movies. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah, I have it like just because Brandon Lee died, I feel like people gave it a real harsh rating, which I don't think it needed. It was not a full fledged good great movie,
Mhm.
but it had its moments for sure. But the script was just like kind of be a mental patient and act like you're in love. And
Yeah.
it's like their way of acting like they're in love is
Some Joker Harley Quinn
yeah,
shit.
but with fucking like every 20 minutes,
Yeah.
every not even for 20 minutes straight.
Literally 20
It's just
minutes. It's just the
like
movie just
100
straight
scenes. They're
sex.
just like this is supposed to show their love. By the way,
Yeah.
this is yeah, whatever. I think it was kind of at the beginning. It was kind of like silly. They just get yeah, like I'm broken, you're broken, we're in love.
I just
It's like yeah, yeah, let's just fun pretty much. Uh, the only good scene was after he sold his soul and like during
hmm
him selling his soul.
Oh yeah.
Well,
The
I feel
theater
like
scene and
yeah,
shit.
I
That shit
feel
was
like the
fire.
movie took off from there. Like right as he like sold his soul and made that decision to go kill those whatever people. That was also. I feel like that was also a little weird touch. I mean, it was definitely unique,
hmm
but it was a little weird. But yeah, they definitely cooked after that part.
Yeah.
They started flaming the script up. Yeah, but it didn't really imply that he sold his soul. That's kind of how I took it though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an alright movie. I have it at 2.5 out of 5.
Not bad. Um. All right. Last movies. We did not see movie I saw. He didn't see the movie he saw. I didn't see. What'd you see? Cuckoo.
Mm-hmm.
You can go ahead and give your review on that. I'll hear you out here.
Just, I mean, I don't really enjoy the movie. It's definitely a weird movie with like the location and choice of the creature. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what is up with people and just adding dumbass creatures in
Mm-hmm.
movies nowadays,
Sure.
but like they always seem to just add that stupid thing where you're
Yeah.
like, what's the point?
Makes sense.
It didn't hit the mark, and it was kind of all over the place. It's gonna be confusing to most people who just go to the movie to find a movie to
Mm-hmm.
watch, or to see Kaku and be like, I want to go see that, and then have no clue what the fuck they just saw. And it didn't feel like anything special or unique. That's for sure. I have it at a 2 out of 5, just because it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't the worst.
See. I went and saw Borderlands just because I love Kevin Hart and I also heard this movie was ass, so I had to go get a taste of it off on
Investigate
my
yourself.
yeah. 10% on Rotten Tomatoes is absolutely ridiculous, by the way. Um, I was saying anything under 30 has to be an awful, unwatchable movie. I feel like 10% or less has literally got to be like
Like, what did they even
I
make
don't
it?
know. I don't even know how bad I can explain a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't think it's deserved. A lot of people probably do. Um, but maybe it's just because I'm not familiar with the games. I know of the games and I've never played them. Um, so maybe if I played the games and then went and watched the movie again, I might think I might lower my score and start agreeing more with the Rotten Tomatoes. But even then, I've seen bad adaptations of like video games and vice versa, and I've never thought that it's a 10%. I
And
still
like,
thought,
what were if you did? It were like a Borderlands enjoy. I'm a Borderlands enjoyer myself, and
okay,
even if this movie had nothing to do with like the lore of any of the games or any of the settings, I I'd be completely fine. It's
yeah,
my favorite characters, the games that I've been playing for years, in a movie with A-list actors, Kevin Hart.
literally.
Like, how could you not like at least somewhat try to enjoy the movie? But if you're going there and then your instant thought is to hate,
I feel like you
it's like,
can't go into a movie like that, whether it's based on a video game or whether it's a superhero movie based on a comic book, thinking that it's going to be exactly like the movie or
mm-hmm.
comic book because sometimes that is literally just not possible. It's not within budget, it's not within reason, and honestly, sometimes it doesn't make any fucking sense, and it's probably better in the movie. Like, the Avengers movies aren't based straight out of like a comic word for word, scene for scene, and people love those movies with all their hearts. So I feel like you can't judge a movie based on like the shit like Star Wars is probably I don't know I can't I fucking hate people that do that. Thought the movie was decent though. I mean I didn't think it was good per se, but I also didn't think it's a 10% bad. It was very funny. You got Kevin Hart. It's gonna be funny as hell. Like that's just a
Mm-hmm.
automatic. Um, I will say one thing I did not like. There's a little twist at the end. I don't even know what it's called. Like the fucking like Phoenix bird fucking thing.
All right.
Yeah, it's a weird twist with that. I didn't really fuck with that. I gave it a 2 star just because I don't know. I might watch it if I just want something funny to watch, but yeah, I don't know.
I feel like nowadays people need to give like remakes and adaptations, like especially as we're getting further into like I mean the movie years and
Yeah,
everything. We're gonna start running out of ideas, and
exactly.
so we gotta start rehashing and remaking and kind of adapting shit to movies and all this. But we have to give it a chance for them to
Just
actually
because it's
think of
older
an
does
idea.
not make it better. I
Exactly.
promise that doesn't make no. It's just sometimes you have to go into things with open minds, and people just don't want to do that because they have some weird attachment to this one movie that they don't want to ever see anything else different. And I'll I'm guilty of that. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like the Flash. Like I like the Flash movie, but I don't like Ezra Miller just because I think Grant Gustin should always be the Flash, and that's just not realistic.
Yeah.
Someone is gonna have to play the Flash. It wouldn't make sense if he's the Flash in every universe. Like, someone's gonna have to come and play the character, and it's gonna be different. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I feel like the only thing people give like leeway to stuff is like Batman stuff that's been going
Yeah,
on and has had multiple
yeah.
actors. That's the only time people will give something a chance. But if it's something like Borderlands, if it's something brand new, like I saw even before it came out, like before the trailer looked fine to me. Trailer looked nice, it was funny, and it had showed all the characters you want to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
But then everyone was like, "This is gonna be crap.
It
This is gonna
should.
be that." Yeah, it's like, what? Like as a director, if I'm like looking for a movie to make, I'm not even batting an eye at adaptations or
Hmm.
remakes because I'm not even gonna
People are
try
just
for
gonna
it.
hate him. I
Exactly.
think the same thing goes for like the Doctor Doom being Robert Downey Jr. People are like hating on it, brother. The trailers haven't even, the script isn't even written yet.
Yeah.
How can you sit there and hate on something? I get maybe to some moron on the internet who's not an actual writer or director. I'm not. So I'm not trying to say that I'm like a genius, a fucking movie genius, but like I get it could be like, oh my gosh, what the fuck are you doing? But sometimes you literally just have to trust the people who have been making these fucking brilliant movies for over a decade, 2 decades almost to fucking cook with someone that everyone has loved. Like Robert Downey Jr. is not gonna do something if it's not good. Like
Exactly.
it's pretty fucking simple. I don't know. It's a it's definitely a topic of conversation for sure. But let's get into the movies for September. It's currently September already, but I think only one of these movies is, or maybe two of these have come out. I only have three movies that I'd like to see this month. So unless you have any different that I'm just forgetting, um, Beetlejuice. Yep, Beetlejuice. Another remake that I'm sure people are gonna fucking hate.
No, so Jenna Ortega's in
Oh,
it.
Michael Keaton's in
Come
it as
on now.
well.
Yeah,
Batman.
they're
So
gonna.
they're gonna.
Yeah.
Um, I'm giving it a preemptive 3 stars. So next episode we'll come back and see if I was close or if I was way off. Maybe it's the best movie I've ever seen in my life. Maybe it's the 10% on Rotten Tomatoes. You know.
As long as they got the Banana Boat song in it, I'll be fine.
And then I got Speak No Evil.
That
James
one was good.
McAvoy, you know, he's good. It's I'm giving that a preemptive 4 star.
I've
I'm
heard some good
expecting
things about it.
the trailer. They have like an extended trailer that we saw when we went to see The Crow, and it
Hmm.
looked pretty fire. Oh, and then goodness gracious, Transformers One. Oh my gosh, 7 stars right off the rip. And I will not rate it lower than 7 stars. No matter how bad it is. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, this movie looks sick. All bias aside, you know, all the Transformers shit behind me aside, movie looks pretty cool. I've wanted to see a Transformers like on Cybertron for a long time. Even though it's animated, it probably is better that it's animated. But yeah, what do you think? You got anything different?
Uh, Not really. I'm really excited to go see Transformers One.
So
Like, I mean, you're a huge Transformers fan.
yeah.
I'm like, I'd probably say 65% of the way there.
Hmm.
But like, man, does it look good? It looks funny. It looks exciting, and it looks action packed.
And to make the Transformers One experience better, this movie drops on September 20th. Um, September 20th, I believe, is also first U of I hockey game
Mm-hmm.
at home. So not only are we gonna, I mean, I don't know which one we're going to first. Probably the fucking movie, I'd assume. And then we're gonna hit a hockey game right after. You know, might have to give that a little review
Might have to.
if they win.
I mean, you can't. I mean, you can't review the Big Pond.
Exactly.
It's the greatest thing
It's
ever
literally
made.
so
Yeah,
good.
there is no reviews. It's just the best.
What was your favorite movie this month?
I said my favorite movie was, I mean, had to be Alien Romulus, just because it like, yeah, it brought the eeriness, thrillerness, kind of like not really thriller, but yeah, eerie and excitedness. Like it gave you that old Alien feeling, kind of.
Um, I went Borderlands because I knew he was gonna go Alien Romulus. Um, it just I know I ranked Alien and The Crow higher, but this movie was funnier and has more potential for a rewatch than both of those movies, to be
Mhm.
honest. And least favorite, I just put The Crow. Kind of just contradicting everything I was talking about. But what about you? What did you have least favorite this month?
Copy for sure. Yeah, just bland ass movie.
Yeah. Well, that's the August episode. We'll see you probably, hopefully, we get the September episode out in September.
It will. It will.
That
It'll
would
be out in September.
it'll be done September. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Deuces.